Hey there, this is Halana Black coming to you with another video today. Have you ever thought about what a nonfiction ghostwriter is and what they can do for your business? Today I'm going to answer that question. Okay, so hey, my name is Halana Black. I am a ghostwriter, an editor, and also a writing coach. I help thought leaders like you share their great ideas via books, articles, keynote speaking, and more. So today we're talking about what is a nonfiction ghostwriter anyway? What is it? What do they do? What's the process? So, as a professional ghostwriter, like I said, I do help people who are thought leaders share their thoughts with the world. One of the ways I do that is with a book. As a ghostwriter, I collaborate with you, the author, the thought leader, to help you put your ideas together in a way that your audience is going to be interested in reading. So, how does that process actually work? Well, I actually do a 6-step process. And within that process, I take you from idea all the way through the publishing process. So we start with number 1. What's your big idea? You and I take some time to sit down and think about what your big idea is right now. What is the book that makes the most sense for you to write? And so in that process of thinking about what's your big idea, we think about things like, who are your readers? What is it that you want to say? And then we also think about how your readers are going to actually know that the book exists. How are you going to market this book to your group of readers? So that's number 1, what's your big idea? Step 2 in the ghostwriting process is where we sit down and rewrite a book outline pulled from your big book idea. So your book outline is where we sit down and we write a plan out for what each chapter is going to contain in your book. Step number 3 is the author interview portion of the book ghostwriting process. This is where I get to sit down with you and I get to do a series of interviews where I ask you questions pertaining to things that were in your book outline. So what I'm fishing for here is pertinent stories that are relevant to the story you want to tell in your book. Now understand, this is not a transcript. I'm not trying to, what I don't want to do in this process is have you speak a few answers to questions, write a transcript, and then print that out as your book. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what a professional nonfiction book ghostwriter does. What a professional nonfiction ghostwriter does is I will take your stories pulled from your interviews and I will transform them into a book that's going to be something that doesn't read like a transcript. You really want something that's going to be interesting, fun, and is going to hold your reader's attention. Step number 4, once I'm able to pull all of your stories together and I start plugging them into the book outline that we created together, now we can start doing things like writing and reviewing drafts. This is more of a back and forth process where I come up with the drafts of the book, then I pass the book on to you to be able to read, and you are able to share your thoughts on certain portions of the book. Do you like this piece? Does this particular story fit here? You're able to ask me questions about what it is that you've read and whether or not it makes sense. And we really just get all the kinks out. This can take some time, several weeks, sometimes to a couple of months, depending on the length of the book. Number 5. So number 5, we've already done the back and forth with the coming up with a final draft. Now that we have a draft, now your book is ready for an editor. So I have a staff of people that I work with. I send your book off to several different types of editors where we get to work out other questions that other people may have about your book. Are there any holes in the story anywhere? Is there something that someone doesn't understand? Answering those big questions that really make a difference in a professionally written nonfiction book. That really does make a difference. Once we've got all the holes in the story covered, that's when you want to worry about grammar, spelling, making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be so that it looks like a professionally written book. And number 6, step number 6 is where we get to the cover design, the inside layout, and then we talk about distribution channels. Your cover design is very important. You want something that's going to look good. You want something that fits in with the genre of book that you're trying to write. Your inside layout is also very important. There's different layouts for people who are doing, if you're doing an actual printed book, your layout is going to look one way. If you're doing an ebook, there's a different layout for that. You can do both if you choose to do that, and then there's distribution channels. There's more than one way to be able to sell a book. Amazon is one way. There's a ton of other ways, and we'll get into that into another video. But today, that's all I have. What is a nonfiction ghostwriter? What do they do? How do they help you? And today I gave you my 6-step process in helping you to write your nonfiction book. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to be able to know more. Hit the like button and also the notification bell so that you'll get more videos. And you can also visit me online at writeyourselfhelpbook.com. Again, that's writeyourselfhelpbook.com. Have a great day.